Welcome back to Out of the Blue. I'm Andrew Ottman. The new president of the MTSU Student Government Association, Makai Mosby, joins us to talk about his priority for the upcoming school year, including his goal to increase the visibility of his organization. And he also shares with us how he chose to become True Blue. Mr. President, welcome to Out of the Blue.
My name is Makai Mosby. I am a senior majoring in public relations with a minor in political science from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm here at MTSU. Why did I choose this major? One thing about PR that stood out to me is that it's a wide range of responsibility. I'm able to interact and organize for different clients and different people across the board. It spoke to who I am as a person, a very outgoing person, and I have no regrets about being in this major and the opportunities that come with it. Because one of my mottos, you don't know what people are going through. And so I try to be a light and try to be a source of encouragement for anybody who I come into contact with. And so I feel like I'm a very reliable person, a very outgoing person. I love people. I genuinely love people. I love talking to people. At my heart and my core, I'm an outgoing person. So I'm going to look for any opportunity to get in front of students. I'm a person who genuinely enjoys the community of people. I enjoy being around people. And so any opportunity that I could use or I could take to be around my people, no role is stopping me from that, right? I'm going to be there, and I'm also there in moments of support because I know what it's like to feel unsupported, unheard, unseen. And so a lot of times if somebody's having a party off campus, I'll stop by for a minute because I just want to show, hey, I can party too, right? And I just think that breaks the barrier of leadership when you can meet the people that you serve where they are. It speaks to your heart as a leader. And so these last 2 years being in the role, what I've tried to do is be in front of students as much as possible because it's about visibility and accessibility for me. I am the only boy, son of Marcus and Jocelyn Mosby. I am the middle child as well. I have an older sister and a younger sister who my parents, more specifically my mom, really made sure that we were raised as friends first. And my parents raised us in the faith. Church was not an option for us. And so being raised in that lifestyle, being raised by two strong parents, my dad being a police officer, my mom being an educator. There was no getting around report cards and behavior. Acting up in school was not an option. It was a non-negotiable. And so the discipline was definitely there. I think for me, when it comes to my biggest takeaway with how I've been raised, was genuinely how to love yourself, how to be yourself. My parents really honed in on with my siblings and I, be yourself. Everybody else is taken. Really instilled in me. It made me the man that I am today. The reason I am so overprotective is because my dad taught me what it's like to protect those that you love. The reason why I am very involved on campus and I take education very seriously because my mom raised me to believe your education is you have to be smart. You have to beat the game. My parents together, the reason why I take love and relationships very seriously is because I watch two strong people love each other, show me what that looks like. And I believe in how you're raised determines who you become.
Pastors, and I was a church boy, singing in the choir, directing the choir. I feel blessed because I feel calling to do that. He could have gave this calling to many other people. Not a lot of people have been blessed with a gift or a talent, but when you know that you are called to do something, that it feels really, you feel really humble and really proud.
I preached my first sermon at the age of 11. I'll never forget approaching the lectern and looking out and seeing classmates, administrators, my Boy Scout troop, to look out and see my family and friends, but to share a pulpit with my father, my grandmother, all of my great-grandparents who are all in ministry, me being their legacy, them physically and mentally and spiritually having my back is something that I will never forget. What I was not ready for was the fact that my peers could not grasp the new calling on my life, right? because what they knew was Makai is a preacher, so this is the box we're going to put him in. This is the way he's supposed to act. And so growing up, now having the title as preacher boy, because they all referred to me as preacher boy, here come that preacher, because I did, even at a young age, I always look for opportunities to pray for them or pray for my teacher. Like I had a teacher who lost her dad like while I was in her class, and so I'd pray for her, and those type of little things. And it started to annoy them because like, here come Makai with their church stuff again. And for me, I was excited because you already know what I'm coming for. But then as I began to matriculate through middle school and high school, I started to have teenage boy problems. Now that I have this title, I can't have regular issues because to my peers, you are a preacher. This is how you're supposed to act. So I was no longer a teenage boy. It wasn't until my senior year of college, and granted, that's when COVID happened and all those things, where I had to literally, everything paused and I had to sit with myself, right? To really find out who I was, do the research and the work to figure out who I was as a person, not based off of what people thought or based off of what I thought people wanted me to be. It taught me the power of perseverance at a young age. As a sixth grader who's preaching, and as a freshman in high school who's preaching to other youth and doing youth days and services, that was big. And I now understand, like looking back and reflecting on that is a time that literally made me who I am today. I was literally preaching about things that I never experienced. I was preaching on healing and deliverance and all these things. I mean, it wasn't until senior year in high school, freshman year of college, where I actually had to go through these things to where I'm now preaching from a place of experience. And so I think that where you are now is not where you will always be.
Hi, Makai. Yes, yes. How are you? Yes.
And I'm chilling with my friends. Like I'm chilling with the people where I feel like I don't have to be Makai for. Because of the simple fact you need that circle of people where they're not expecting you to be Mr. President, they're not expecting you to be Mr. Preacher, they're not expecting you to have all the answers. So in my free time, I find myself clinging on to the people where I just can be myself around. And those are the people who fill my cup when I feel like I'm running on E. They are the people who cover me in prayer when I feel like I need that extra spiritual support. But they're also the people who gives great sound advice when I feel like I'm drained mentally or emotionally. They refill me so I can continue to be and serve people how I know best to do. Because to students, Makai looks like he knows what he's doing, but Makai's learning as he goes. We had a big tragedy in October. You can't prepare for that, right? Junior year, when I first got to college, it was a bunch of like racial slurs and things on campus. I don't know what to do. And in instances where you are the voice of the students, I can't get in front of 20,000 students and say, I don't know, right? I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell you what to do from here if I don't even know, right? Because life comes at us hard. I had to bury my grandfather on Monday, be back here at MTSU on Wednesday, to smile in front of cameras, to recruit for campus, to tell this group of freshman students who are in our early arrival program, this is going to be the best 4 years of your life, and I'm hurting. Those are the things that people don't see, right? And it's not that I ignored grief, or it's not that I ignored what I was going through. It was a simple fact that in this moment, I cannot bleed on these people. Because for some of them, I was the first student that they would have ever come into contact with. So what happens when they're just getting to campus and they're full of excitement, they're full of nervousness and anxiety, and I'm coming to tell that I'm hurting myself. People who are counting on me, they can leave better. I've went through every day, and this is the honest God truth, knowing that everybody that I come into contact with, they are souls, right? They are people, they are hearts. They are people's children, like that I come into contact with. How will their lives be better because they came into contact with me? Whether it be a conversation, a smile, a handshake, a hug. There are souls attached to my life. I can't be out here crashing out on people. I can't be out here speaking out of emotion. I can't be out here just going off on people because it makes me feel better. Because that does nothing but put negativity out in the world that's already full of negativity. And so every day, my question is, God, I want to be an impact. Show me areas where I can leave an impact today. And if I would have impacted one person that I've come into contact with, I've made the world a difference. What is something that I wrestle with that people probably wouldn't guess that I wrestle with? Imposter syndrome. And imposter syndrome, am I worthy of this? I'm not supposed to be here. I don't take it lightly what I'm able to do every day. I really don't. And it's some days I go, I don't deserve this, right? I don't deserve to be able to just do what I love sometimes. I still get scared. I still get shy when I have to give speeches and sing and preach. I still get butterflies. I still get nervous. Oh, wow, I get nervous. And it's because I understand the gravity of the moment. A microphone is heavy to me. To me, it's a symbolism of the great gravity and responsibility and the weight of what I'm able to do.
So my college students want to act saved this morning. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Cave, I'm sure when y'all played it last night, everybody was like, oh yeah, you know all the lyrics. And Dr. Doss was the only one up here ready to sing the lyrics.
I was proud that when I started in this role, our students had to pay for student union spaces. I'm glad that in partnership with because she's still considered new, our Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Students, those spaces are now free for students to use. That's one thing that I'm most proud of. I'm proud of the fact that our MPHC organizations have a space of their own. I'm proud that our SGA office, in collaborations with the student union, has now went through renovations and they're more student friendly. And now our officers actually have spaces of their own because I just believe, in addition to our administrators, that you have to leave people better than how you found it. I'm proud of the collaborations and partnerships that we've been able to foster across campus. I'm proud of the simple fact that our organization will continue to grow, will continue to do great things because of the groundwork that we laid during my time here. I'm just proud to be a MTSU soon to be graduate. Ooh, thank the Lord, soon to be graduate. I'm just so proud that MTSU is a place that fosters creativity, free expression, and support for students. I would like to be remembered as Makai, the person that tried, the person that gave his absolute best. Because there are some things that I wish I could have accomplished. There are some things that I wish I would have did and did differently that, you live life no regrets, right? But how do I want to be remembered as the Makai did his absolute best? Makai tried to make campus better, tried to find ways to better his community, but tried to better himself as well. That's how I would want to be remembered. Makai was the one that gave it his best shot. It's not about me. I promise you it's not about me. What it is about, at least for me, it is about what God has been able to do through me. And I keep referring to that because I am nothing without him. I am who I am today because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. There's nothing that I've been through to date that I've gone through on my own might or my own willpower. I do believe that the Lord has allowed me to be in this role, not number one, so others can see him, but also so that way I am equipped with what I need for whatever's next for my life. But I am who I am today because the Lord has given me strength to fight, to advocate, to encourage people, to impact people. Uh, Even with singing and preaching, He gives strength for that. He gives grace for that. I am who I am today because the Lord has trusted me with 20,000 students. And I'm forever grateful for the opportunity to serve, but to leave an impact, to leave our campus better than how I found it. If I was not SGA president, I will still look for ways to serve. You can take the title, you can take the scholarship that I get, you can take all of it, and I'll still show up tomorrow because that's who I am.